Hi, Ale Feroce here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for taking the time just to watch the video and spend a little time with me today. Today we're just going to talk a little bit about warm-ups. Now, there's always a big debate about what the warm-up is, why we do it, how you do it, and all these different types of warm-ups you can do. I'm not going to talk about that so much today. I'm going to talk about utilizing your warm-up a little bit better than probably what you're doing at the moment and looking at things that you normally wouldn't look at. So for me, warm-up is, for me, I use it almost as a daily assessment, just to assess what the body's doing so that I can tweak, tailor some of the exercises and even the program I'm going to be doing with some of my clients that day for what I'm seeing in the warm-up. And the most important thing with warm-up is, just get the body moving, obviously raise heart rate, raise the temperature, get the body prepared for training and what you're going to be doing today or the activity you're going to be doing today so you can get more out of the session and minimize injury, blah, blah, blah. But it's also like, look, what is the body presenting me to? What's the energy? When they're moving and I'm getting them to do things. I base a lot of my initial warm-ups around joint mobilizations and also from Qigong. We do a lot of that just to help raise Qi and get energy and get breathing and raise it that way. That's sort of my style, which has a general warm-up, and then we go into more specific warm-ups for the exercises we do. But use it as an assessment. So for instance, like if I'm doing some body rotations, with my clients, just general body rotations, just that, and again, this is from Qigong as well, but if I see that they're twisting more to one side and less to the other side, they're doing lows to the left, but only a little bit to the right, I'll be like, maybe today we need to, incorporate getting you, the client, rotating more to the right today. So maybe doing some left arm pushing across or pulling more with the right arm to get that rotation, or there's something going on in the hip, maybe I need to do some more internal rotational work. You know what I mean? And this, or I'm doing some like arm raises over the top and I notice that one side is less than the other. Okay, we need to stretch out the lats maybe in that frontal plane and work on that, or we do some one arm dumbbell presses today because if we do both, one arm is compensating more. So it's utilizing your warm-up. Assess all the planes of motions, so we move sagittal up and down, but we also do frontal, side to side, and we do transverse plane. So check all these via, I use the modality of Qigong to assess all these planes of motion whilst raising body temperature, but also activating muscles, getting the breathing going, timing breathing with movement to assess all that. I can see if they're breathing, I can see whether they're focused today, and see where I can then tweak some of the exercises I was going to do in the plan of that session to what that person needs that day. If their knees aren't there, it's sore in some places, maybe I'll back off the quads. For instance, they can't bend their knees that much, they're so sore in their quads. Previously, right, I'll back off a little bit from quads or make it a bit more of a hip dominant lower body exercise rather than a knee dominant, for example. So it's just being aware. A lot of people just go through the motions, like, right, here's a general 8 exercise mobility series, let's crack through it, let's do 10 reps of each, and then there's not much observation or assessing as they go along. It's utilizing that, and because the movement always gives away clues what that person needs that day. If you need to back off or back on or push on with things, if they've got loads of energy, they're flying through it, or they're really lax, they're like, oh my god, do I have to do this? You're like, right, this person's just tired, let's just stretch today, let's just do some low intensity exercise variations or whatever it is. So this is the part of being a coach, is analyzing these different things and not always having just the going, right, you look like this today, your body's presenting this, but we're going to do this because this is my plan. This is the way we need to go today, because we're 3 weeks into an accumulation phase and I don't care what your body's looking like, you're going to push no matter what. And that's where that can lead to issues later down the line, whether it's from a business perspective, physical perspective, whatever. Trust me, I like to push intensity, but there's times when to back off as well, and knowing when to push and pull, and put the brake on is as important. Sometimes I've just sent clients home. Today's not the day. You just need to go home and rest. You're better off just resting or whatever than just turning on. I've done that many times. Many of my clients will know that. So look, today was just about warm up. Have a look at your warm ups. Be present. Be observational. Look at the client in front of you when they're doing your warm-ups. Are you noticing things? Have they got more rotation one side than the other side? Is one arm doing a bit more than the other arm? Change things on the spot. React. Don't just be like, okay, this is my plan, and just be totally just going through the motions. Be present. Be reactive. React to things that you're seeing. And make those changes on the spot. It's even more impressive, because then say you got someone who's got a limited amount of extension, and then you're going to shove them into dips and you haven't fixed it. You could do some stretches to help get into that position, more shoulder extension actively and passively. do it, and then try the dips or change the exercise from there. Okay, so look, hope that was useful. Keep an eye on those warm-ups, utilize them. They're part of the workout. They're an important part of assessment of that side of things, and it's going to be able to allow you to make those little tweaks as you're going through sessions and make things more individual and tailored to the person in front of you, but also the person in front of you on that day and at that time. Okay, not just what your program says, and not just what okay, this is the day 3 and blah blah blah, I'm in this phase. No, look, see what's in front of you. Okay.